One FM Lagos. Subscribe to that channel
Mhm.
and also watch.
And please send messages to WhatsApp 0809 444 and something to look forward to is the halftime conversation,
Yeah,
guys. You don't
yeah.
want to miss that.
Cruz is already here. Say yes, so. All right, so let's get into the stories.
Yes, please. Nigeria's the Tigress beat Cote d'Ivoire 72-56 on Thursday afternoon at the Palais Polyvalent dos Sports Arena in Yaoundé to make it into the semi-finals for the third consecutive time. The Cote d'Ivoirean coach Igor Kovacevic Kovacevic said that playing Nigeria was a motivation. He also agreed that the Tigers are a next level team, and if they wanted to beat us by 40 points, they could have, but they were satisfied with the score, keeping themselves for the next game.
Yeah, I think I think even Ezinekalu also alluded to the fact. She also played a crucial role with her free throws down the line because she had said that the Nigerians thought they were comfortable, and so they started taking it a little easy, and so they wanted to keep themselves because at the pace at which they are playing, I don't think they're really prepared with the physicality of the game, because even the coach complained about the physicality of the game, that hey referee, why are you not calling fouls? But so they wanted to keep themselves for the next game, and before they knew it, Cote d'Ivoire was coming back into the game, and all of a sudden they now had to fight. So I think what it was the Nigerians were okay.
Yeah.
They thought they were good. Ivory Coast came back. Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, all of them
Yeah.
came back into the game, and then the Nigerians had to play a little better. Now we face Senegal next. That is a tough cookie to crumble every day of the week and twice on Sunday. And so Nigeria has to play, for me, every quarter with the same intensity. Can't get comfortable. Can't be thinking about keeping your body for the finals, because you have to get to the finals before you play the finals.
Yeah.
So for them, it is important to keep up that intensity and that urgency all 4 quarters. Get to the end of the game and then calm down. You rest at the end, like Kobe always said. You don't rest in the middle. So that's what the Tigers have to do. But fantastic run so far. Like I said, they were always going to get better in the tournament, and they are getting better. It's just that place where they get comfortable that, oh, we're really doing the job, and then teams start coming back. That's what they need to cut out. But I think against Senegal, from the jump off, I don't think Senegal will give them the breathing room to ever get comfortable.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a completely different game for the Tigresses, and I hope they are ready. So.
Wonderful. All right, so let's get to some sports. From basketball to I said sports, of course, we're talking sports. From tennis. Nick Kyrgios has made it no. Oh, I've missed Nick Kyrgios.
Oh yes,
Has
Nikki.
made it no secret how important the Lava Cup is to him. The Australian loves the team atmosphere and playing for more than himself. He said, I think this is our time. I think with the big three from Europe obviously sitting with injury, all that, I think this is our best shot. I think we're the more well-known team. I think the crowd will be right behind us. And I think from the get-go, the energy will be right there.
I think because they are the okay. So here it's what's happening. So if you everybody should know by now, the Lever Cup by Roger Federer, named after his tennis hero Rod Laver, who is also going to be at this tournament. I think that's the weirdest thing that I've ever seen. A whole Roger Federer wanted to lend credence to a tournament, and said he named it after his hero.
Yeah.
It's just,
Why?
I don't know. It's just a bit.
I actually think it speaks well of his character. So
Me, I will name it Tega Cup.
Exactly.
Call the police.
Exactly.
But hey, so you know how it is. It's Europe versus the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Now, no, this year there's no Roger Federer playing, no Rafa Nadal playing, no Novak Djokovic playing. Everybody just chilling. So it's the other names that are playing. But Europe, if you ask me, still have the better players. They have Daniel Medvedev, who just won the US Open. They have Sasha Zverev, who just won the Tokyo Olympics. They have Sissipas, so they have the top. Yeah, they have the top. Thank you. They have the rest of the world. Hold on, let me get to why the world is bragging.
Okay.
They have Sissipas, so they have Berrettini. Look, they have Andrei Rublev. Look, Europe has the players. What the world has is the entertainment. and that factor can lift the crowd.
Okay.
So they have that X factor. So the rest of the world, they have Nick Kyrgios,
Yeah.
they have Auger Aliassime, they have Denis Shapovalov.
Okay.
These are guys that on a normal day, when they get on the court, they know how to do things that will make the
Yeah.
crowd get into it. And because Europe doesn't have the big three,
Yeah.
they don't have as much following. So
Yeah.
yes, they have the tennis,
Yeah.
but they don't have the X factor that the big three used to have,
Yeah.
because Federer's fans alone can motivate him to win. Nadal's fans alone, the same
Yeah.
thing. But Medvedev fan, everybody applaud. Yeah, no, it's okay. So I think that's what Nick Kyrgios is talking about right now. He can't say that on every day he will beat a Daniel Medvedev or
Yeah.
a Sasha Zverev, but if he has a good day and with good support, he can beat those guys.
Yeah.
So that's where he's saying that the X factor will come in, and this is more likely their year without the big three. So it sets up for a very interesting one. I always love the world, because the world, they come in with all the
Where does
entertainment.
the US stand in the world?
It's Europe versus the rest of the world.
Oh, that's so US is going to be a battle.
So if you're not
But
in
you know
Europe,
the US never likes to be just
they'll
you
be
know,
all right. It's not the
pumped
Ryder
or-
Cup.
just mashed with the rest of the
Because
world.
yeah,
They're the superpower.
we in what? Again, US used to have the players, all the
Yeah,
Andre Agassi's,
yeah.
the McEnroes, the Sampras's, but they don't have those players anymore. It's Europe that caught up and took over.
What's that British guy? Is he going to be there?
Which one? Which there are many British guys. Which one?
The main one, the one that was knighted.
Okay, Andy Murray.
Andy Murray. Yeah, that's what I'm
No,
talking
he's not. Of course, he's not
Why?
going to be there. He's injured. He's not. He's one. Okay, he's playing this week, but he's coming. He's managing his body.
about. Oh, yeah.
He's the same age with Djokovic and
Right.
Rafa Nadal.
Mm.
He's not going to be hopping along with these 20-something-year-old boys that have all the energy to play for 1 year and still be
Yeah.
looking for what to feature in.
Yeah.
No. So he's playing in this. I think he played this week at the Moselle tournament. He's
Okay.
playing this week right now. So he's not going to be doing all those back-to-back tournaments.
Mhm.
So no, he wasn't invited. Yes.
All right.
Yeah, but just key players. But really interesting. It starts today.
Okay.
So this night, Roger Federer's tournament. That's what we call it. I know the ATP has adopted it. I know there are other people involved in it, but we all know it as Roger Federer's tournament. So
Ransin says Senegalese is bigger and stronger, but if I remember Japanese women at the last Olympics, I am hopeful. I said,
and these
gold
referees, remember,
Tigers.
these referees are not calling fouls though, like they used to go. That's another thing.
Ugo Collins says Roger Cup for fine sha.
David.
The Roger Cup.
Yeah, but it's already a Roger Cup. It's a 1,000 Masters.
I was gonna say, I was gonna say that.
But
sounds like
that
a-
wasn't named after Roger
Right, of
Federer.
course.
No, you should have called it Federer Cup.
Federal Cup. That would make more sense.
Oh, Federer Cup.
Yeah.
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 Nice one.
I'll tell you what I wasn't for the somebody who messaged on YouTube. Anthony Joshua is just, I've been looking at the story and trying to tap into that confidence. Anthony
Yeah.
Joshua says he would fight King Kong if he was asked as he prepares for to take on Alexander Usyk at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. The WBA Super and WBO and IBF champion defends his titles this Saturday against that's tomorrow
Yeah.
against former cruiserweight champion Usyk. Joshua said, quote, "I am not an easy fight for anyone. I like fighting." He added, "If you tell me that I was fighting King Kong now, I would give it a go. That's my job."
Yeah, well,
Why? Is this grandstanding? You have to speak to tension your...
no, but you have to
especially-
understand the reason why they even sent him to boxing in the first place. Remember, he used to get into fights.
Yes.
That was why the uncle said, come,
Holy
let's
crap.
put this your energy to good use. That's what happened to him.
Wow.
So he was always getting in trouble. Why do you think they sent him to Nigeria? I mean, if you grew up in the UK, you knew that was the threat. If you
Yes, true.
misbehave, you will
You
go
go
back to
home.
Nigeria.
What did I mean? Maybe we send
So
him
they
to
sent him back for 1 year. That's how much trouble he was always getting into. It was like the uncle said, let's just turn this your aggression into money.
Yeah.
And that's how he got into boxing. So when he says I like to fight, he's not lying.
Hmm.
He's not grandstanding. He likes to fight. He just fights different now.
Yeah.
But what it is for tomorrow, he's right. He is a tough fight for everybody. He's also the cash cow. So everybody is chasing him down. So he knows he needs to up his game. The truth of the matter, if you ask me, this fight is a really tricky one for Anthony Joshua because I haven't seen him in action in a while. And so even his sharpness may not be exactly the same.
Yeah.
So that's where you think that Usyk will come in, and with Usyk's pace and the fact that he lasts longer, as a Ukrainian boxer, the way they fight in Eastern Europe is a little different. He could get something. He could really trouble Anthony Joshua, but Anthony Joshua also is Anthony Joshua. There's a reason why people are rushing to try and get all these titles
Yeah.
from him. So he's not just a name alone. He's backed it up. But what he needs to do is back it up again. And that's the problem with getting to the top. That's just getting to the top is just the beginning, and is the lowest form of challenge you face. Once you're at the top, the challenges just keep growing exponentially, and that's what's happening to Anthony now. He needs to get Usyk. It's tricky for him. He hasn't been natural in a while. He doesn't really understand this guy. This guy fought amateur for maybe 10, 12 years. An amateur is a hustle. By the time Anthony Joshua had risen to the top, the cream has risen to the top. Anthony Joshua is this guy hustled. So there's still that struggler mentality, and there's still that struggler characteristic in his fight. So he will hound you every single round, which is why Anthony Joshua needs to be wary of him. Which is why Anthony Joshua is saying, yes, I know that he can be a tricky opponent, but me too, I have my own record. Well, don't brag here. Get into the ring, knock somebody out, and then you brag after. But it's going to be really tricky for Anthony Joshua tomorrow night.
I think the money's on him. I'm definitely, obviously I'm supporting him because he's Nigerian.
Well, he's Nigerian if he wins, I've told you. We've adopted that mentality. You're Nigerian if you win. If you don't win,
What time?
In middle of the night.
Yeah, that's really the time. Very nice. People have to stay up for the boxing. I'll hear the results on Monday. I'll hear the analysis and results.
No. If it happens, you will see. If he knocks him out, you will see it on Twitter.
No, you don't understand what I mean. It's your analysis and waiting. So I'm going to watch it through your eyes come Monday.
On Monday, 9 a.m.
Man City, desperate to stay in touch, is charging Chelsea. Manchester City will have more than just revenge on their minds against Chelsea on Saturday, with Pep Guardiola's men at risk of leaving themselves with a mountain to climb in the Premier League title race. Guardiola's champions are just 3 points behind Chelsea, Manchester United and Liverpool after 5 games of the season.
Yes, really, and to make matters worse, I think Liverpool is up next, so it's back-to-back tough games for Manchester City, and they've struggled. I mean, especially after the draw against Southampton, a draw that could have even been a defeat if not for that VAR overruling the original penalty call and potential red card for Kyle Walker. So it could have been a tougher game for Manchester City. And now you draw against Southampton, and then next up you have Thomas Tuchel, who defeated Pep Guardiola 3 times last season. Like, he beat you the first time, you didn't learn your lesson. Beat you the second time, you didn't learn your lesson. Beat you the third time. Like, for good measure, press down. So Saturday could be shaking and running over. That's what it could be. It's a tough one because Pep Guardiola hasn't cracked Thomas Tuchel at all, and what makes his team worse this season is he has no traditional striker, no focal point up front, nothing to really help him, no clear-cut designated man that you say, okay, get the ball to this guy in the 18-yard box and there'll be a goal. No such thing. So Pep Guardiola is actually struggling this season, and then before he's even finding his feet, you now throw him to Thomas Tuchel, the guy that has beaten him several times. So it's a tough ask because Chelsea are a good team. Yes, they struggled on Wednesday against Aston Villa, but any team will struggle against Aston Villa. Aston Villa is a tough nut to crack, and when it comes to cup competition, it's literally anybody's game. Yeah. So and that was a different kettle of fish. Albeit they still got down to penalties and beat Aston Villa in penalties and went to the next round. So they are a team that gets results. They are not pretty, they are effective. And I think that's where it's tough because they don't come out to play football necessarily. They come out to play their opponent. And so whatever you bring, they counter and then they counter punch. So that's what makes Thomas Tuchel hard to beat. If he had a style, people will say, okay, we are going to read his style, we're going to get used to his style, and then we're going to start beating him. He does not have a style. He counters your style. So that makes it hard for you to read his game. So it's going to be, I would say, if you ask me on paper, I'd say this game is definitely Chelsea's. I still think in every department, Chelsea are the more organized, better structured, and the more complete team. Pep Guardiola's side is really just entertaining at best, but they will not guarantee you the result. So if you ask me, on paper, head to head, based on the results Thomas Tuchel has had with Chelsea against Pep Guardiola, based on the teams that they have, and based on the way that they play, it looks like a Chelsea win.
All right.
However, it's Saturday, and maybe Pep Guardiola will be four-time lucky. The fourth-time lucky maybe
Even you
his
don't sound
chance.
convinced.
And I'm not
Alright.
convinced on his behalf, but hey.
Let's go on a break. When we come back, let's take more sports stories here in the locker room 981. You know where halftime happens? In the locker room.
My name is Jody. My name is
You read that
We'll
nonsense.
have comments. It was because of our time that I just. And I don't even think about touching that dial.
It's not easy.
probably looking for different ways to work hard and make your money.
Yay. Okay.
That's
It's my.
fine.
And I'm not even talking about Formula One this weekend. There's so many things to
Are
watch.
you serious?
F1 is F1 this weekend now.
I do
In
this
Russia.
in my disguise
But
as
because there's no time,
representatives
there's
in
so much
order to
happening.
obtain sensitive information.
Everybody loves you, Miriam. Everybody loves you. Even if you are not a sports person.
Here are easy ways you can beat fraudsters at your game.
So
and
it's
secure
a
your
it's a
money.
tough one.
Do not share your personal banking information, like your 16-digit card number, your PIN.
Who
CVV,
even crams their 16-digit card number? What's your
password,
16
Some people
digit?
do it
VPN with
That number.
Yes, now.
Never
Yeah,
click on
tell
links
me.
or
I know
open
the
or
first
download software from
When we are still struggling to remember our facts, you know, that there's one book I actually have
Do not
my
upload
all my
sensitive
what's it called,
banking
my
information
pins
to anyone
at the back.
because there are
So
accounts
yesterday
intercepting
I was
access
trying to
bank
remember the
customer
pin of
service
one, so I went to that book.
In
I now
addition,
couldn't remember which one
always
belonged to
update
which
your
bank
profile information in
because
your pages and your details.
because I just wrote the numbers, but I didn't write the bank beside it. I was like, okay, which one belongs to this? I need to close some of my accounts. I'm serious. Any bank that hasn't supported me,
Yeah.
that hasn't
They are going to
supported my
know
brand, I'm shutting them down. I'm sorry. If you want me to have an account with you, support my program.
You're
If
right,
not,
though, yeah.
I
So
shut it down.
Speak it. Take and give us gist now. Some people came online for this.
I don't have any gossip. Oh.
You have. You always have gossip.
What are you calling me?
You always have gossip. All in favor, say I on.
I don't
on
have
social
any,
media.
I don't have one gossip. I don't have one. Yeah, so the journey for the halftime
Of
gossip.
course.
I don't have
Of
gossip
course.
today. Today I'm born again.
No, now yeah, give us
I
this
am
now.
born again.
What has Amaju Pinnick done again? You know, he's always doing stuff.
Hey,
No,
I'm
Amaju
getting
Pinnick
involved.
has not
That's
done
the
anything.
first
Amaju
message
Pinnick
about the beginning of the
is a good guy.
He's a good guy.
That's
Who
all
are
I
you
can
putting
say.
your money on? Joshua or Isaac?
I'm keeping my money in my pocket. Let me not lie. Let me tell you the truth. Me, Tega, I keep my money in my pocket.
Sega does not bet.
I don't have time for
Never.
that. Chelsea, Man City, I put my money on Chelsea. But Anthony Isaac, I put my money in my pocket. I use it to buy Gary and drink.
Because
Punch
Gary is
out.
expensive now.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I'll even
Okay.
throw the Gary stuff. I'll even drink it. No need for water. So tell us who your money on.
Cristiano Ronaldo, FPL record of 2021-2022, shots 13, shots on target 7, big chances 5, touches in opponent's box 21, goals 3, points 19. My goodness. He done started on a good slate.
FPL now. That
Yeah.
your team that you arranged.
Yeah.
So he, of course, he's rated that he has been scoring.
Course.
He'll get you
Course.
points.
Course.
Okay, we are done.
We're not done.
I don't know. They
I'm
have
tired. I don't have
4
juice. So.
minutes.
Tega, what are you getting us for breakfast? Today's Friday. It should be
Okay,
Tega.
you're owing me Delhi's breakfast. So you think we have forgotten?
Val, you spoke too fast.
Yeah,
Though.
Tega doesn't forget.
I don't forget food.
This thing was last week.
I do not
Well,
forget
let's
food.
play.
It's food.
I didn't even suggest it. She was when I posed it on me, so
Yes.
you know. I don't promise.
We are playing it. We are playing into food. That's
Wow.
it. Don't play rough play with me.
Well, for the 6 seconds left.
So what are we having for? I want the basic breakfast.
Oh, I
like,
like. I like you. You know what you want.
Yeah.
You're not like me. If I go to a restaurant, I look at menu.
No,
Oh,
I'm
no,
not that kind
Tega
of
is
person.
English breakfast now.
I sharp. I'm
So,
not that kind of
you look
person.
nice, so you should sponsor us now.
I Ayo, yes, Ayo, I saw one work that you did. Ayo, bring the money. Ayo, come and pay your tithe. Ayo, you're a Christian, pay your tithe here.
All the work.
That
Now,
one,
all these
you were
things.
moderating one something.
Yeah.
Ayo, bring money,
Ayo
bring
for
money.
the-
Show me the money.
Don't show us, don't show us, just pay.
Just show up. That's
We don't
all
want
we
to see
want.
money.
Don't let me out us here online. Because I want to say some things, but it's gonna compromise us.
That's what we want. All right, we're back in 15 seconds.
Yep.
Don't say anything.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
La la. This dance is for you guys. Point one.
It's 22 minutes past 9 o'clock. You're listening to the Locker Room 981 here on Smooth 98.1. We have messages.
That's right. Where do we start
I'll
from?
start from this one on YouTube. Noel says, Ayo, just pay.
Abi, it's true. Ayo, just pay. Just
Only
pay.
those who were part of our halftime conversation would
I'm
understand.
going to tell the radio
Don't
listeners,
say Dapola Wow said
Ayo is rich. She should
Anthony
pay.
Joshua takes after his father. Are you trying to tell us something?
Yes.
Only
I
people that
don't know.
shooting shots. Tayo says AJ has to focus on his fight. I wish him success. Usyk is also no pushover. Then goes on to say Man City will focus on revenge while Chelsea win the game. He's about to enter the transfer window for a strike.
And Ronson says, but Gabriel Jesus is an out-and-out striker, though.
Gabriel Jesus, that we're even questioning whether his Brazilian passport is real.
Hey.
Is the one that you're saying that we should put. No, seriously, I've never seen. I can count how many people I look at and say this guy's Brazil is not, because Brazil is. You know how
Yeah.
Brazilians play football.
Yeah.
So there are two people now that tell me that they're Brazilians, but I'm questioning it. One of them is Gabriel Jesus, the other one is Joelinton. I'm like, where is the Brazil in these people? I've watched their football for years. I've not seen the Brazil yet.
In them.
What's happening here?
They need to show.
They need laying on of hands by Ronaldo.
They need to go back and renew it because you have to renew it. Yeah, so those two guys. So Ronson, please, Gabriel Jesus is not
Yeah.
the guy.
Not one of them.
It doesn't count.
Cruz says, Ayo, help us beg Locker Room to add 50 minutes to this morning's locker room, please. Tega needs to tell us her thoughts about Max and Lewis in Russia. So Putin will be in attendance, by the way.
That's another Royal Rumble. The last time that Max met Lewis, his car ended on top of Lewis' head. That's the last episode. So this episode in Russia, where Max is going to be serving a 3-place grade penalty. Well, the Russian track allows for overtaking, so this is not the right track to have given this punishment. So this time out, I don't know what's going to happen because really, gloves are off.
And
Max, Lewis is always doing a peace with us, the United Nations, let's love each other. But you can see in his eyes, you know that thing that is, I'm going to get you.
Bring home the money.
We'll have peace on the side.
Yeah, we have to. So he'll come out and be speaking
the
English and say,
lessons on the other.
I really think because he's a younger driver and he's trying to get his first trophy in his mind, he's just like, try
I'm
me
gonna teach
again.
you a lesson.
Try me again.
Now let's talk more football. Paris Saint-Germain boss Mauricio Pochettino has revealed an injury was the reason he substituted Lionel Messi during Sunday's win over Lyon. Now moving on to Barcelona news, Barcelona made it 3 games without a victory on Thursday as a goalless draw with Cadiz further weakened Ronald Koeman's position as coach. Frankie de Jong was sent off in the 65th minute at the Ramon Carranza Stadium, but holding on for a draw will earn little credit for Koeman, who was also shown a red card in the injury time.
Oh, God, yesterday. The day of trouble. So I already said Cadiz was going to be a stressful game for Barcelona. What even made it worse was the red cards that Frankie de Jong got. Now, for me, I have a problem with the first yellow card that they showed to Frankie de Jong. So Barcelona is in possession of the ball. In fact, to be precise, Sergio Busquets has the ball. Sergio Busquets is fouled, and the referee plays advantage. The ball gets to Frankie de Jong, and Frankie de Jong is trying to put a player off, puts his hand in his face, and referee blows a foul. And then, so referee blows a foul that could have been for Cardiff, but the referee takes the ball back to the Busquets foul because he hadn't given Barcelona their free kick. In my opinion, the game, if you take the ball back, that means the game ends. The game has to start from there, which means you cannot give Frankie de Jong a yellow card for the foul that happened after the foul you're giving a call for. But he gives Frankie de Jong a card. So you're giving Frankie de Jong a card for a continued play after you've taken the ball back. It didn't sit well with me. And then 10 minutes later, Frankie de Jong commits an actual yellow card offense.
Yeah.
He has to give him the card. So my issue was with the first yellow card. It doesn't make sense that you give him the card if you've taken play back. I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense. But hey, Frankie de Jong gets a red card. He's off the pitch. It makes the job even harder for Barcelona. Albeit, because of the quality the Barcelona side had on the pitch, they created chance after chance. It was Memphis Depay, who has been the hero for Barcelona, that was the villain yesterday. 3 clear-cut chances. This guy missed it.
Why?
And for a game that was that tight, it was important that
Yeah.
you scored those chances. I mean, for a game that close. So again, Barcelona, another game without a win. And then Coman, of course, was upset with all the things that were happening. And the referee said, "Come, your talk is too much. Take a red card and go home." so to make matters worse, he gets a red card. And so he's off the pitch again when his team really needs him. So Barcelona struggles are real, and I hate the fact. I understand that Koeman was not Laporte's president of Barcelona. It was not his choice. However, you agreed for him to stay there this season, and I hear that there's a squabble between Laporta, and Ronald Koeman. And Ronald Koeman is saying that Laporta is saying that the football is not sweet. He should play Barcelona football. And Ronald Koeman is saying, with which players? Look at the players that you left for me. Which kind of tiki-taka are we going to play with these players? I mean, we have players that are injured. We have players that are struggling with fitness. The players that are left, we have to play the football that will get us results. We can't play tiki-taka with these guys. So there's that friction between the coach and he's getting on the pitch. I would say this. I don't know what your opinion about Ronald Koeman is, but this Barcelona problem is not a coaching problem alone. With all the things that have happened in the transfer market, and especially even in this season, it is not a coaching problem alone. So even if you sack this coach and bring a new coach, the football may change results, but it still won't be pretty. The truth of the matter is, if you want to eat better fried rice with liver that they've cut inside with green peas, you have to buy it from the market. You can't tell the man that he should boil the rice, that by the time he boils the rice, all those things will turn to prawns. No. You have to, do you understand? That's what he's trying to do. If you want the soup to be sweet, you bring good money. We buy you soup ingredients and cook good soup.
Soup is sweet.
Now better money, not just money. Now better money kill him. Yes, the money has to be good. So
right.
I don't know what the fight's about, but it's a sad one. But this weekend though, Real Madrid in good form face Villarreal, so that's an interesting one to go to watch. They're topping the La Liga table, so important for them to be able to win that match to keep it up. But the title hunt now looks like it's in Madrid. It's Atletico versus Real. Barcelona is just trying to get into the top 4. That's their only hope.
Imagine a Champions League without Barcelona.
They'll be all right.
All right, let's take some comments here.
Yeah, it says last year, even when Messi in the team or was in the team, Cadiz beat Barca 2-1. So 0-0 this draw this year is an improvement, if you ask me. Barca shouldn't even think of sacking Koeman. Lastly, there was a league for the most poorly run clubs in Europe, Barca and Arsenal, sharing points at the top of the table.
You had to bring Arsenal into this one. Basham Yaba says, Tega, why didn't you talk about the Tigers coach observation about officiating? Do you think they can win it? Chelsea to win?
Sarah from Aja says Barcelona is the new Arsenal. This banter must continue. Koeman on the field or off the field, the result is still the same.
And Sally says, once Laporta gather money finish for GoFundMe to raise 12 million payoff that Koeman go enter Sakatinubu, they will sack him fast.
I just say I love a pigeon. Shay says, this is Shay. Ayo, Val, Akaro, Tega, Kobiro. Tega, by Chelsea will just manage 4-1 win over Man City. Please, when is AJ and if Jaguars fight? So Tega, please, who's Promo FC playing next.
Promo FC is playing Tottenham. The reason why I'm not talking about the North London derby is because we don't talk about mid-table teams.
Yeah.
You understand? It's top four,
Arsenal.
exciting teams. We don't
your
talk.
life.
And so
No, the other ones are summarized.
North London derby shouldn't be making any news right now. What's that? What's happening there? It doesn't determine where the title is going to. So why are we discussing
my
this thing?
days.
Doesn't determine the title. Doesn't determine Europe.
It's too early to call.
Ah.
Arsenal can shock you.
Right.
We don't care.
Clement Okonkwo on YouTube. Man City looks less threatening up front without Aguero, although he had been out of play for a while before leaving Man City. And De Bruyne might want to avoid rude boy Roga on Saturday. Thank you. So
All right.
allowed.
Thank you
If
very
Rudiger
much.
even looks at Kevin De Bruyne,
Yeah,
Really good.
he's going to get a card.
Thank you for that.
If he looks at Kevin De Bruyne, I kid you not, because now you've broken somebody's face
Yeah.
and then you meet again.
Yeah.
If he touches him like this, Pep Guardiola and the fourth official, they are going to be married.
Yeah.
On Saturday, I can guarantee. See, Pep Guardiola will be standing near that fourth official and be whispering in his ear like devil. If Rudiger looks at Kevin De Bruyne like this, red card. I'm telling you. So Rudiger should be the one to avoid Kevin De Bruyne if he starts.
Oh my gosh, on that note, we need to go. Thank you so much, Tega. Tega is at LIS International and Tega Supreme on all social media platforms. We are at Smooth981. Please do well to follow us. And as you're leaving our YouTube page, subscribe before you
Yes,
exit.
please.
This is Smooth Breakfast Show with Valentine Nohu.
And Myron, SA. Stay with us.
I kid you.